Hello, fourth graders, and welcome to our computer class. By default, the cells of every new spreadsheet are always the same size. Once you begin entering information into your spreadsheet, it's easy to customize rows and columns to better fit your data. In this lesson, we are going to continue learning about how to change the height and width of rows and columns, as well as how to insert, move, delete, and freeze them. We are going to learn also how to wrap and merge cells. So the goal for this lesson is I can modify columns and rows, and I will add as well I can identify columns and rows. Last class we started working with pixel art. So before that, I'm just going to remind you a little bit how we can modify columns. Remember that to modify columns we have to place or hover the mouse over the line between the two columns, either between the V and C, for example, and you will see that my cursor changes into a double arrow. Once I have the double arrow, I'm just going to click and drag the column either to the right to increase or to the left to decrease the width. And when I'm done, I just need to release the mouse and that will be it. It's the same when we want to modify the row height. We just hover the mouse in between the rows. Again, it's going to be switching into a double arrow, but this time it's going to be vertical. And I'm just going to click and drag up and down to increase or decrease the height. Once I'm satisfied with the size, I'm just release the mouse. Another way we can resize columns and rows is by um, using the resize column row option in the menu. I need to click on the column or the row. To click the row or the column, I just need to click either on the letter or in the number. I need to do a right click to open the menu. And if you're using an iPad, you just press and hold it. And then you will have the option where it says resize column row and enter a new value. But we are going to be working with that later on. So right now what I want you to focus is on resizing it with the mouse. Remember that we have the magical and wonderful select all button. In this case, we can just select all of my columns and all of my rows and just modify it once, and everything is going to be modified at the same time. Okay, it says click on the select all button, which is right down the FX where my mouse is there at the moment. If I click on it, all of my cells are going to get selected, and then I can just click and drag the rows borders or the columns borders, and everything is going to be switched on the size. So I'm going to be showing you that in a moment. And this is the activity that we started last week. We are going to be doing a pixel art, but in this case we are going to be following the instructions that I'm giving you here. I'm going to be attaching this slide presentation so you have access to it and you can read the instructions. I'm just going to start explaining a little bit, and that's it. You just have to read and figure it out. So what steps are we going to be using? First, we need to select all of our columns and change the column size to 21 pixels, or to just click and drag so they can just get smaller, okay? And then we have to select and insert 6 more columns, okay? And following the coloring instructions. Remember that sometimes you will get a cell and sometimes you get a range, okay? And these are the instructions, so you're going to be able to have them with you in a moment. So we're going to be starting with red color. It means that all of these ranges and all of these cells are red. Again, this is for the blue color. It means again that all of the ranges and all of the cells in this document are blue. This is a yellow color. That's an easy one. We just have two cells. For a cream color, because we're doing Superman, we need to add a costume color, which is this one, and all of those ranges are the face. And the black color, way a lot of instructions. Okay, and that's it. So in my document, so the first thing that I need to do is to select all of my columns. Remember, I click and drag here, and I'm going to hover the mouse right next to it. If I just modify one of it, that's it. I have my squares. The other option that I was giving you is you just have to select all of the columns. After that, I can just right click and where it says resize columns, and then I just say 21 pixels. And if I click enter, again, I have squares. So they have to look like squares because otherwise my pixel art is not going to work. Okay, so once again, I'm going to explain. So one option is just click on the select all button, which is here, and then modify the rows. If you're working with the iPad, I will suggest use the second option. In the iPad, you need to click and drag and select all of the columns. Hold it, you press it and hold it, and then you have the option, and then you can resize it. If you cannot do this like at the same time, you just have to move each one of the rows, each one of the columns one by one. It's going to take a little bit longer, but it's another way that you can make squares. Okay, just try to make them the same size. Okay, so once you have the squares, what we need to do is just go back to our document and start looking at the ranges. The first one is from E11 to E15. So in my document, I'm going to be finding the E11 to E15 and using the fill bucket or fill color bucket, I'm just going to be choosing red. Okay, that's it. Okay, the second one is F12 to F16. So again, F12 to F16, and that's my red color. The next one is F22 to F24. So I need to go a little bit down to F22 to F24, and I'm going to be adding that one. I just remembered that I forgot to add the six columns. So just click one of the empty columns where it says insert, column left or column right, it doesn't matter, as long as I have six more columns, which is going to be represented with these letters AA, AB, AC, AD, AE, and AF. So again, going back to the coloring section, G13 to G18. So G13 to G18, that's again red. We're just doing red today. G21 to G25. Okay. We're starting with the cape. So this one is interesting because it's all the way here. Okay, so that's, oops, I forgot. I chose the red, another color. I can either click on reset or I can just click back and choose another color, red. H28. Just keep on going. I15 to I28, so that's I15 to I28. J15 to J28. Say, we just need to check. K20. Going to pause here the video for a moment. I'm going to be finishing the red colors and then I will go back to you. Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. I think I'm finished with the red. I might have done some mistakes. I'm missing some colors over here, but I'm just going to finish it as I have it, and I'm going to be making corrections and you will get them right. Okay, so I have all my red colors, so the next part is the blue one. Okay, so you have here the instructions for the blue. Again, you have them in your document. So, going to start with the blue one, which is L21. I'm just going to go from L21. This is, and the blue one that I'm going to be using is this one. So L21, M20 to M22. Okay, N19 to N23. Again, the blue one. So I'm just going to go with the suit. Okay, O18 to O20. O22. And again, I'm going to be pausing the video in a moment. P18 to P21. And I'm going to stop there for the moment. I'm going to continue adding the colors. And as you can see, just easily, just read what it says here, the instructions P26. Find it here, which is this one. And I'm just going to be filling the colors. And just keep doing that. Okay, I think I'm done with the blue color. Okay, so the next part, let's see what it says. The next part is going to be the yellow color, which is really easy. It's not S23. I need to change that because my red yellow is only these two colors, which is the just yellow one. This is the U and S. I'm just going to be changing that. Sorry about that. But those are the yellow colors. Okay, the next part is the cream color, which is I'm interested in showing you. So I'm just going to be copying this one. Is F5E, F5E to C0. I'm just going to copy it. So in here, we're going to be adding a custom color. We're going to be adding here, where it says in the fill bucket, where it says custom. I'm just going to click on the plus sign. So in here, you need to add the hashtag and then the code that I gave you. Okay, F5E2C0, and then I click OK. And this is going to be my face folder. Okay, so I'm just going to start with the O9 to O14. So it's right here, O9 to O14. This is the custom color where you can see it on the back. O23 to O24, which is going to be the hand over here again, down. PA to P15, PA to P15, P23 to P24, which is part of the hand, 23 to 24, custom color. QA to Q16, again QA to Q16. Okay, once I add it once, I don't need to do it again. So RR 7 to 10, custom color, and then 13 to 17, 13 to 17. I'm sorry, just keep adding that. Okay, so again, going to pause it, finishing it. and then I will go back when I have all the cream color finished. Okie dokie, I have now the cream color. I already corrected in the document, so you're good to go with the cream color. And now we are going to continue with the black color. The black color is going to take us a while. So again, I'm going to be starting with the D11 to D15, which is this part. I'm just going to be adding the black. Okay, E10, which is basically the that one. I remember that is this one of the text color, just the outline. So that's E22 to E24. Yeah, that's correct. So just basically this part of our document. Okay. So I'm going to be checking the instructions, and I'm going to be adding. Oh, forgot that one. The black color here. And once I have it, I'm going to be sending you the information. Okay, so I'm just going to pause it so I can finish this, and so you don't see me fill out all the what I say cells. Okay, and okay, I think I'm finished now. Yeah, it looks exactly the same. I had to make some corrections on the instructions, but you should be good to go now. Okay, so at the end, your document should look something similar to mine. Don't worry if you don't finish. Um, just try to do as much as you can in the 40 minutes that we have for our lesson. Okay? And just set a timer 40 minutes, that's it, including the video. And if we don't finish, we are going to continue sometime later. Okay, just I think that will be it. If you have questions, you can email me and I will be glad to help you out through email. Okay, so have a good day and I will see you next class.